Hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for this Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Libra. This is May 18th through the 20th. Just at the end of this lunation, we will have the sun ingress into Gemini. So, welcome to Gemini season. If you thought everything was zippity doodah right now, as Taurus season wraps up, get ready. Gemini is fast. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So I'll talk more about that, I think, in the moon in Scorpio, but because we have a lot to talk about with this moon in Libra, the moon in Libra is paired with the Sun, Jupiter, and Venus, Uranus conjunctions that happen over this weekend. And holy crap, guys, like this is, if you have fixed sign placements, I believe the Venus Uranus is at 23 Taurus. So if you have placements at 23 at Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, but then even the Sun, Jupiter is at 28. And I think I meant to look that up about the Algol placement. That's at 28, I believe. So same thing, 28 Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, but also if you have placements around 13 to 15 degrees of the cardinal signs, so Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, that's where Mars is going to conjunct the North Node, oppose the South Node. The moon in Libra is going to pass the South Node, oppose the North Node, hours before the apex of the conjunction between Mars and the North Node. And so we have, this is just a fucking star-studded, like, if I have no words. Who am I? Because this could be a total game changer of a weekend. Kind of like, if you've been following the OpenAI chat, GPT 4o, which O stands for Omni, and its capabilities. It's changed the game. It's changing the whole game on AI and artificial intelligence. And I think there's more to come with AI and with artificial intelligence, with augmented reality, and et cetera, as Jupiter moves into Gemini on the 25th. I think there's more to come with tech. And there's a huge part of me that's like, I don't want more tech. And there's a huge part of me that's like, bring it. Because I think it means a lot to accessibility. And I'm a huge advocate of good, effortless accessibility. And I don't use a lot of tech things, but I use an ample amount of them. But so with AI, with advances in technology, it does open up opportunities for us to do things that we couldn't do before, right? And fixed sign placements, y'all, we get stubborn AF, okay? I have literally had people come to me and tell me something, and then, like, I don't know, years will go by and I will come back and be like, hey, I heard about this thing. And they'll be like, yeah, I told you about that like 5 years ago or 6 months ago or whatever. And so we get super stuck in our thought processes and not wanting to invite or welcome something until we discover it. Like, I completely get that, right? And then there's the people who are like 10 miles ahead of us because we were so stubborn and stubborn-minded. Don't be stubborn-minded, right? Like, somebody told me about GPT 4o and it made me go like follow OpenAI. Like, maybe I need to keep up on what's going on with OpenAI because I don't know a lot about it. I've experienced augmented reality, but it's been a minute. It's been like 5 years since I experienced augmented reality. So I think there's a lot to come with all of that. And so there comes good and bad with both of those. I get that. I get, all of the securities and things like that that come along with that. But I also think there's opportunities and I think, my whole thing on technology is be responsible. Be responsible. Okay, so what do I feel? I feel like this is just, we've been building to this all week. We've been seeing the opportunities all week. And the doors have been opened all week. And I think now they're going to just go from being like a couple inches open. They've been kind of open. Now it's going to be like wide open, like stretch your arms completely out side to side. The door is wide open for you to go through it. Okay, step into the land of Oz, not really, but you know what I mean? Like you've got this opportunity to really take and to really have. And it's going to be kind of one of those come hell or high water, you're going to do the thing. And I can tell you from experience, having, been on this journey that I've been on for more than 12 years, that it had to always, like, I had excuses for not wanting to do the things. Like, how come she can build her, but I can't build mine? Or how come she's got all of this opportunity and I don't have mine? It's because I needed something that was going to become hell or high water. I'm going to do the thing. And then astrology. And I'm like, okay, come hell or high water, I'm going to do astrology. Come hell or high water, I'm going to find a way to do coaching programs. I'm going to find a way to go to retreats. I'm going to find a way to do this or that. There are some things in this life that I do that I'm like, don't grumble and grouse. And then there are other things that I simply say yes to, and I just wait for everything else, every other part of it to open up. So anyway, so whatever you are experiencing right now, know that the universe is on your side. Know that things are opening up for you, but also know that you have to take the advantage of the opportunities as they come. You have to be open to it. You have to be willing to say, okay, yes, I'm terrified, and I really want to do this anyway. So, all right, let's see what's up with the Star Trek Tarot. I didn't even mention in my last video, but I got a new shelf in my corner, and it really makes it very clear that I need a tapestry behind my head. And I've had a couple of people get on me about that. And the reality is that I don't decorate my walls. I never have. It's a thing. I don't know why I don't, but I don't. But I'm working on getting a tapestry, something behind my head. But I want something like interchangeable, because I'm somebody who's like, today I want it to be a butterfly, but next week I'd want it to be like, a painting replica or something like that. So anyway, open to suggestions. I think I'm just going to do a curtain rod, honestly, and put a curtain back there. I've done that before and it worked out pretty good. So, but yeah, I got a shelf that lights up, and yeah. So we got a basket that has my oils in it. I got some crystals back there. I got to find my big amethyst that somebody gave me a couple years ago. So that's what's going on with the set. Working on it, working on it, working on it. That's what's up with this tarot. All right. Okay, the Knight of Latinum in reverse. And I forget who this is. He's a Ferengi though, and I don't like Ferengi. I thought Ferengis were swindlers and they pissed me off. But that's exactly what this is. The Knight of Latinum in reverse is, this is where you gotta put your head on straight. And again, I'm gonna go back to stay clear-minded as much as you can, because you could get screwed. You could get swindled. You could, if you're desperately seeking a business deal, or you're desperately seeking any kind of deal right now, you could get screwed. So you really want to be like financially and just all, discerning, and watch out for low hanging fruit. I'm back to this again, because again, these Jupiter transits we're experiencing right now are also in a harmonious sextile with Neptune in Pisces, but Neptune in Pisces is illusion and delusion, and it may look like gold on the outside, smells like shit on the inside, right? Okay. So be careful of low-hanging fruit. Be careful of an opportunity that looks great on paper, but you didn't read the fine print of the contract, and you get into it and you're like, oh shit, I was supposed to do that. You can think about, oh, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Never mind. Never mind. But my point is that, so you want to stay clear-minded. You want to stay clear-minded because there could be a lot of things going on with the financial system, in the very near future. I think, what we've seen so far with Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus is only the beginning of changes to our financial systems and structures. And so, this is actually one project that I have been working on in the background, for people who are blind and visually impaired, is wanting to support them getting more financially stable. And so anyway, but my point is like, we don't know what's going to happen with the financial structure. I truly believe in my heart of hearts, my Aquarian heart of hearts, that God source universe will not take away a financial system without having something in place to replace it, so that we wouldn't even notice. It would be like a seamless transition from this financial system to that financial system. Do I think it's going to change this year? I don't know, but I think it's something we all need to be thinking about and have some awareness of, what's going on with our financial systems. So Knight of Latinum, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Again, low hanging fruit, looks like gold on the outside, smells like shit on the inside. So just be careful, be on your guard, but yet seize an opportunity where it opens up. Let's see what's up with the ancient feminine wisdom. You don't want to run into the group project from high school or college where, like, you had this group project assignment and you were the one doing the work, or on the other hand, you had everybody else do the work and you sat on your ass and played video games. Was that you? I knew it was you. You went and played and drank and smoked weed all night and then expected your project leader to just present it like you played every part in it. Yep, that was you, wasn't it? I'm kidding. I'm teasing, of course, but we all went through that at one point in high school or college where we had a group project and there was one or two people that did all the work and the rest of us went and played. Yeah, it was probably me who actually was not being a responsible participant. So anyway, let's see what we got here. We got, Ariadne. We haven't had Ariadne in a really long time. Soulmate. Oh, interesting. So, and if you happen to have all of this Taurus energy in your Scorpio rising, and this is happening in your seventh house, but I think it's even beyond that, because I think with the North Node, with the Mars on the North Node, opposite the South Node, and the Moon in Libra, that's about partnerships and balance. And I think that there's different levels of soulmates, right? I can tell you, I have met some soulmates in my life that I have zero romantic relationships with, but they are soulmates. We've been friends through lots of shit together and through lots of celebration together. And so I know that there is some sort of soul connection, that I have with those people. And so we can have different soulmates, and you can also have soul partnerships in business and and I have coaches that I regularly work with who I would call my soul partners in life. Like, they know they know when I'm fucking up. And so I think this is a really interesting way of looking at soulmates, and also opening yourself up to, who is your soul tribe? Who is your soul? Who's going to support your soul's mission? So I love this. I love this. I love this. Be open to what's out there for you this weekend. Again, be careful, be cautious. Accidents can happen this weekend with this much energy shifting and going on, and whatnot. So be conscientious of that. But anyway, that's what I got for this Moon in Libra. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Okay, bye.